Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's the morning show. We are here from a damp, wet, grey London, North London, somewhere in the UK, somewhere in England, somewhere on the earth, somewhere in the galaxy. Yeah. Does it get any bigger than that? Yes, it does. Anyway, guys, yeah, we're live and direct. We've got 3 segmented live news coming right back at you on this wet Friday morning. But anyway, forget about that. Yeah, some news in regards to new under 23s person about to be appointed. Yeah, a right back position that's been fought over. Is it being fought over? Well, someone's getting sold and someone's actually coming in. And this one, the morning show on Cannon Fodder TV. Yes, indeed, my friends. Welcome back to the morning show, Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, we is fired up. I love doing the morning show. Subscribe. That's all you got to do. Just subscribe. If you do anything else in your life, be part of this channel. Be part of the community. We're growing. We're getting in the right direction. All because of you. Not because of me or my brother or the contributors. It's because of each and every one of you over there. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, via Periscope. Those Periscope people are wonderful. Wonderful. Get into it. Let me get into it. So first things first. This right back position is a little bit precarious. I'm not sure what's on here. But another club. Bellerin wanted by Atletico Madrid. The Spanish is able to leave the Emirates this summer for the right price. It is believed boss Mikel Arteta wants 20 million squid for the 26-year-old who has been at the Gunners since doesn't it feel longer than that, since 2011. Bellerin has reportedly told Arsenal Chiefs that he wants a new challenge. And Arteta will not stand in his way, but this time, hopefully, according to Marca, Athletic manager Diego Simeone is looking for Kieran Trippier as a replacement at right back. The English international is being heavily linked with a switch to Manchester United, but the clubs can't agree on a fee. But we're not talking about Kieran Trippier. We're here to talk about Bellerin and the right back position. Yes, £20 million to me just sounds like the. Listen. I've said before that Arsenal. The most important thing is to offload, get rid of, sell on players who play for Arsenal, who've been at Arsenal for too long a period of time. But this one we're talking about just happens to be Hector Bellerin. £20 million to me sounds a little bit light. It does sound a little bit light, but I'm thinking, look, the most important thing is the player has said, he said last season that he wants to leave. He wants to have a new challenge. Arteta convinced him to stay. Not sure why, because he hadn't been playing that well for the last 5-6 seasons anyway. But yes, I think £20 million for me sounds just a little bit too light for me. But we'll take the money. Take the money and run, Arteta. Take the money and go. So yeah, Bellerin. Now talking about the right back position here, someone kind of tricked me yesterday. I allowed myself to be tricked. Someone said that Arsenal had already signed, Ben White. They lied. But anyway, this report says, and this is coming from Sky Sports. Sky Sports is saying, I'm not saying this. Arsenal in advanced talks for Brighton defender. Arsenal in advanced talks for Brighton over sign of Ben White. Deal could be worth in excess of £50 million with personal terms, not expected to be a problem. The defender was called up by Gareth Southgate's squad, as a replacement for the injured Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Sky Sports reports that Arsenal had a £40 million bid rejected last week. I didn't know that. And discussions are continuing over a deal that could be in excess of £50 million. Brighton have not made public their asking price, but the club owner, Tony Bloom, will not stand in White's way if he wants to leave, provided the valuation is met. Negotiations are centred on the structure of the payments, and personal terms are not expected to be the major problem, as all parties are hopeful a deal can be completed. There remains a gap in the valuation and a difference in how the deal will be structured, with Brighton under no pressure to sell. White, who is predominantly a centre-back, but can also provide cover in the midfield, made 36 Premier League appearances for Brighton last season after spending the 2019-20 season on loan at Leeds. Now, just one thing that kind of struck me about this, he's like a utility player. Do we not have a utility player already at Arsenal? Do we not have a utility player? Now, you're probably thinking, oh, what, not Bukayo Saka, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He's already ours. He is already, and he can cover those positions there. So I'm not sure what Arsenal are trying to do. And let me just read the last bit again. White, who's predominantly a centre-back, but can also provide cover in the midfield, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, made 36 Premier League appearances for Brighton, although he spent the 2019-20 season on loan at Leeds. I'm thinking, well, we have a right back. We have two right backs, Bellerin, who we want to offload. We have Cedric Suarez, a right back. We've got Callum Chambers, who can play predominantly at right back. Ainsley Maitland-Niles can also play at right back. So then why are we buying Ben White, who's been priced at £50 million? So listen, let me just quickly go into this poll that we did actually over a couple of days ago now, I believe. Let me just quickly check in here. Is it over a couple of days? Actually, no, it's not. It's just within the last 15 hours. Where have I been? So the question we put out is Ben White worth £50 million? And the options were, I don't know, I can't decide, or yes, he is, or no, he's not worth £50 million. So far, out of 690 votes, no doubt a lot of you say, well, actually, Alex, don't skirt over the fine details. He's a wonderful player. The stats tells literally his interceptions. He's not so great, at headering the ball. But don't skirt. I'm skirting over it. But anyway, the poll stands at, so far, again, from 690 votes so far. The can't decides have pressed the button at 6%. Yes, he is worth £50 million, 23%. And 72% of you think that Ben White is not worth £50 million. You think he's not worth it? And I too kind of tend to agree with that as well. He's not worth that £50 million on one player. And again, someone put a tweet. I know who the person was. I'm not going to mention their Twitter handle, but they said, the thing is, we pay £50 million to Brighton, and Brighton will buy 2 or 3 players that Arsenal should have gone for. I was thinking, really? Buying 3 players, a cumulative total of £50 million. Who are these players? Who are these players that Arsenal should have gone for? Well, I'm not gonna debate that point there. And the last bit of news was this kind of off the beaten track news. Arsenal identify under 18s boss Kevin Betsy as the man to replace Steve Bold in the under 23s setup. England are facing a fight to prevent another highly rated coach from leaving, with Arsenal targeting under 18s boss Kevin Betsy. And recently lost the under 19s coach Justin Cochrane to Manchester United. The Football Association are now set to lose another highly regarded coach, with Betsy firmly on the Gunners' radar. The Emirates Stadium has identified Betsy as a prime candidate to replace Steve Bold, who has left his position as an under 23s coach. Arsenal are committed to completing a full recruitment process and have identified the position, with the closing date for the applications this Thursday. So there you go. We could have a new under 23s coach in Mr. Betsy here, but you can see he's in a thoughtful mode there. So we're going to wait and see what happens with that. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Just don't know. So those were the 3 segmented live news coming right back at you on Cannon 14 from our perspective. So what I'm going to do, because I can see the numbers are like, I don't know what's happening. The numbers are like fighting. Are you going up? Are you going down? What's going on? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of play our video where we're talking about our online membership scheme. Give the live chat some time just to warm the heat up, because it's cold. I was thinking, what's going on? The UK, what happened to the weather yesterday? What's happening to the weather? Hopefully, at the end of this video, it would have gone a little bit sunny, and we'll have maybe some more live comments in our live chat. What's going on, people? But anyway, see the other side of this video, we're talking about our membership scheme. You too can become a member if you would only just press the link in the description box. See you in a minute. Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you will get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver cannon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Cannon 4 TV across the whole platform. So by all means, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Cannon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Cannon 4 TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed at Cannon 4 TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Cannon 4 TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Cannon 4 TV. So there you have it. If you ever wanted to know, I've just been eating something actually. If you ever wanted to know what it meant to be a member, the ticker tape has been running for the longest time. It's always told you every single day for the last, 8-9 months, what it means to get there, to be a paid up member on Cannon 4 TV. So there you go. So the live chat's kind of warmed up a little bit, but not enough. But I'll read through the outcomes again. It could be another short one. Alec Hodgson, good morning, says, bring it on, Ben White. Come on, you Gunners. Well, again, the deal is not, it's not quite done yet. There's still some funny details to be cleared out. And no doubt, once he has signed, officially, going to be holding up the top. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe it. We'll get it done on Cannon 4 TV. Daniel says his game is very similar to Louis with better tackling. Good business of sending Holding for 25 to 30 to Brighton. Yeah, Holding going the other way, possibly. And Utabi Aguna says, hello there. Hello to you as well, my friend. I hope you're keeping safe. Hello, Alex. Grealish is going to Man City. What central attacking midfielder would you like to see at the Emirates next season? We have to wait and see. Again, I'm not looking at any incomings. For me, it's always been about outgoings, the players that we can offload and sell on and get something. I'm not saying, well, I'm looking at Kolasinac and thinking, oh, we can get 50 million. I want to get 50 million for Kolasinac. We're probably talking about 10 to 15. Mavropanos has actually gone now to Stuttgart for not a lot of money, but he is at least off the wage bill. But in regards to central attacking midfielders, I do like Ruben Neves. I know a lot of you don't classify him as a central attacking midfielder, but I do love to see him play. Again, he scores more goals than any of our midfielders. He can also defend as well. But I don't know, who would you like to see as a central attacking midfielder? Who would you like to see? Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Right. There is no morning show tomorrow. I'm going to be taking a little break away from doing podcasting for the weekend. So there'll be pre-recorded bits and pieces just to keep you interested and in the loop. Saturday, Sunday, the Sunday catch up. The catch up with my brother will be doing that. But apart from that, there'll be nothing else. But Saturday there'll be no live show. Just maybe 2 videos, pre-recorded videos. I think we've got lined up for you guys. And that is it. Again, I'm just taking my hand off the throttle. Kind of, Alex, ease it back a little bit now. Ease it back a little bit now. It's a little bit more about quality, but short, sharp videos. Quick, pow! Yeah, none of this long-winded stuff, man. I can't do the long-winded stuff unless I'm doing like a live show like I'm doing now. But it's not. Is this like long-winded? It's not long-winded. Oh, fun and jokes over here, man. Fun and jokes. But yeah. So let's quick heads up. Again, to remember, Saturday, no live show. There will be 1 or 2 transfer news videos, not more than 3 minutes. I'm thinking my attention span, I have attention span of a newt, not longer than maybe 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, and I am out. You've lost me. But I'm talking about the video. The videos are like maybe 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and that is it. Yeah. As my old mentor used to say, Alex, always leave your audience wanting more. I'm not sure how that's working out. I don't know how that's working out. Let's go back into the live chat to see who else has joined us this morning. And my VAR for this morning. Monty, what's happening, brother? I hope you're well, man. I see your channel's doing some good stuff, man. There's some good stuff in your channel, man. Prosper says, hi, Alex and family. What's happening? Missed a lot of our shows this week. Bring me up to speed, please. Thanks for selling or holding up for sale. Me? I didn't put him up. I didn't put him up for sale. It had nothing to do with me, Prosper. God, daring me. In regards to updating, you're going to have to go back on the platform and check over the last 4 or 5 days, and you see I've done some videos in regards to Alexander Isak, James Maddison, Guido Rodriguez. I mean, again, if I had to do a video literally for every single player that Arsenal have been linked with, I would never have a life. So I've had to pick and choose. Yes, but you know what? Going to your question there, I can't update you on this one, but if you go back on the platform, you see all the videos on almost all the players that Arsenal have been linked with over the last, I say, 5 to 7 days. But good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you back. But I had nothing to do with them holding. I didn't put holding up for sale. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Anyway, once again, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here, please, my people. And Static is back in the house. What's happening, Static, man? I hope you're well, man. Just another quick heads up to everyone who's watching now, or maybe at a later stage. The Emirates, I've seen the queues. Someone posted a photo. The queues of people outside the Emirates about to go and have either their first or second jab of for the COVID. So again, guys, go over to the stadium. I think you also get, if memory serves me right, you also get a stadium tour. Now, I'm not sure whether it's going to be like a virtual tour or they've got people actually walking around with you. Safety numbers, safe distancing people. But yeah, I've seen some pictures of the long queue now snaking around the Emirates, people about to go and have the jab. Yeah, you two can also have the yeah. Don't scream because I don't like the sign of needles going into my body, man. I'm like this. Oh, is it over? Yeah, it's over. When I see the blood, I start to faint. But anyway, guys. Alrighty, alrighty. I'm good. It's been a bit of a rough week for myself personally, but I will be okay. Thank goodness it is the weekend. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. So, life, man. Life, you know. Yeah, life. Full of surprises, full of ups and downs, man. But good to see you back in a live chat moderating. I would love to know what James Rowe has to say on us spending 15 minutes on Ben White when we have a lot of young defenders in our youth setup and under 23s. Monty, you know what? It's funny to say that because I was thinking the same thing, only because I saw a tweet yesterday evening. And again, I'm not going to mention the person's Twitter handle, but the person was saying, oh, you know what, Arsenal are now on the verge of buying a proven Premier League right back, and the fan base are like complaining. F off. I was thinking, right, well, me, myself, and I have my opinion, and I just don't think that Ben White is worth £50 million. And the proof is in the pudding in regards to the people who view Canon 4 TV. Let's just kind of see if I can pull up the poll again. Where's the poll? Sorry, guys, spare me a second. Right, so the numbers have gone up slightly. You know, again, no doubt this comes across from all three platforms because we go live on Facebook. Hello, everyone on Facebook, Twitter, via Periscope, and of course on YouTube. So far now, 698 votes. 72% of you think that Ben White is not worth £50 million. I just. But you know what? What I will want, Monty, you know what I'm going to do? I'll send James a personal message and I actually ask him. You know, actually, you know, let me do it now whilst we're live on ear. So let's see if I can find James's. Here it is. Oh, and actually, he's online now. Good morning, James. Good morning, James. You know what? I'm actually live now on my morning show on Canon 4 TV, and I've got there's been a comment from Monty, who's one of the senior moderators in the live chat on Canon 4 TV, and the question he's actually said, it's not a question, it's a statement. He says, I would love to know what James Rowe has to say on us spending £50 million on Ben White when we have a lot of young defenders in our youth setup and under 23. So, live on direct, James, you know, what do you think about Arsenal spending that amount of money on Ben White? We did a poll. The poll actually says that 72% of the subscribers out of 698 votes believe that Ben White is not worth £50 million. So, my friend, you can get back to me now or at a later stage, but yeah, just thought I'll go live and actually tell you or ask you that question. Take care, my friend. I'll speak to you soon. So there you go. There you go. Live. So he is actually online now. We might get response. And if he does respond, I'll let you hear the audio. Okay? See? You're live and direct. See? Alex, yes, I agree. Live, man. Yeah, indeed, man. Alex, do you think Arsenal will finally sign Ben White and Lokonga? To be honest, Static, if you're asking me if I had a choice between the two, I'd far rather spend the money on Lokonga rather than Ben White. £50 million on Ben White. I'll pass. I think going by the news and the feeling is that Ben White will be signed. Lokonga, I probably think it's going to be a possible no. I'm sorry, Static. They asked me the question, but I think, yeah, Ben White and who else? Who else? But again, for me, who's leaving? Who is leaving Arsenal? Anyway, good morning, Lex. Moses. I hope you're well, my friend. Please update me about any updates to the transfers and what's the latest news about the takeover from Daniel Ek. Moses from Liberia. Right, guys. So before I answer that question, let me just quickly go back to Monty's comment about James Rowe. So James has now responded, and I haven't heard this message. So listen to. I'm not sure if you can hear what he says here. Oh, and actually, he's online now. Good morning, James. Good morning, James. You know what?
Everybody, I hope we're all keeping well. Great point by Terry. A little side note, I congratulated Daniela van der Donk on her move to Lyon, and she messaged me back, which was very nice. But obviously, I'm a professional, and I then have to plaster all over Twitter like, oh my God, she messaged me back when I spoke to her 3 years ago, and she obviously didn't forget who I was. And it's about being professional at all times. But Terry makes a great point. You know, for Jules Lord to have left and Daniela van der Donk to have left, these are two players getting closer. What happens to Daniel Ballard now? You know, on loan, had a tremendous loan. Okay. You know, for player development also to go, you have to think of the wider context.
Sorry, guys.
It's like a slow death, isn't it? Such a shame. We were really, really onto great things, a great cusp of a wave, but you know, for player development also to go, you have to think of the wider context. You know, I deal with a lot of players and managers. Even spoken to a lot of youth coaches recently, and honestly, the effort that goes in at that level is just unbelievable, and it needs to be cherished, really. And I see the Ben White move is getting closer. What happens to Daniel Ballard now? You know, Daniel Ballard went out on loan, had a tremendous loan. I'm not that old. I'm only 37 years old. But I remember the days when someone had a successful loan and that meant they were ready for the first team. But he helped to get Blackpool promoted. And what is his reward? We signed Ben White, for 50 million. I don't think Arsenal can afford to spend 50 million on positions that we're oversaturated. But again, the club doesn't know what it's doing. And if we carry on down this road, we'll be a championship club within the next 3 to 5. But I'm the one that's mad, apparently. But still, it is what it is. I'm reminded by something that was said to me by the head of the youth academy of Vitesse. I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying to me that, James, in our youth academy, we've got 160 players. They're not all going to make it to the top level, but they're all going to find their level. And Arsenal's youth academy, you've got to think of the welfare of these young players. You know, before too long, we'll be doing a Brentford and completely doing away with our youth academy, which will be a huge shame. But we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm sorry you haven't heard much from me. Obviously, during the Euros, it's been chock-a-block with a piece for BBC Radio Wales, Speaking Live, where we're an hour ahead here, so they rang me at 8:10 in the morning. And Coral are very pleased with my previews for the Netherlands, which is nice. And interviews coming up with Arne Friedrich, who's the sporting director of Hector Bellerin, and also Warren Barton, John Solarco, a fair few surprises.
Okay, so there you have James Rowe's opinion. He's thinking, at Arsenal, can we really afford that? Daniel Ballard, what's going to happen to Daniel Ballard? What's going to happen to the players who've been with us for the longest time? Again, Arsenal don't know what they're doing. And again, go back to the poll. Which now currently stands at 702 votes. Again, 72% of you think that Ben White is not worth £50 million. Okay, see, live and direct, James Rowe right there. Let's go back into the live chat. That's my point of reference. Sorry, people. Okay, I don't want to update transfer news and know what's the latest news about. Well, in reversal order, Daniel Ek has gone very, very quiet. Someone did say to me, that speaks volumes. The fact that we've not heard anything at all about Daniel Ek. The second bid, has he put in a second bid? Has it been accepted? We put a poll out almost 2 weeks ago. Would you like to see Daniel Ek pair up with Alicia Usmanov? And a lot of you said yes. Yes, imagine that. Alicia Usmanov coming together with Daniel Ek to go and buy Arsenal. How would you feel about that? Woof. In regards to the transfer news, again, you know, you'd have to go back on the platform because, again, we've done so much news. The Ben White, which seems to be the hot topic. There's even been a link to a certain Italian midfielder that'll be coming out tomorrow. James Maddison, Lokonga, Eduardo Camavinga. There's just been so many, but you'd have to go back on the platform, Moses, and just check out the video. They've all come up this week. So, yeah, just go back on there. You see all the videos. I can't update you because I'll be here all day. I'll be here all day. But thank you for coming in the live chat, my friend. Morning, Colin. What's happening, brother? What's happening? Morning, Lex. You're not happy. We're getting our 8th. They're very important to play a flat back 6. I thought, was it not a flat back 7? Imagine 7 at the back. Colin. Ben White has all the qualities. He's worth that amount of money. Arsenal should sign him. But I guess that's probably a debate we're going to have on a different show, Kelvin, because from what I understand, he's not great in the air. And for a centre back, that's possibly one of the qualities I want my centre back to have. And he's not the tallest of defenders. He's like maybe 6 foot tall. And then you've got Saliba, who's 6'3", stroke 6'4". Gabriel, 6'3", 6'2". So if you're going to be a CB, you got to be strong in the air as well as strong on the ground. He's no doubt good at interceptions. Again, I heard a podcast or going through his stats, but as well as being good on the ground, you've got to be good in the air. Clearances, set plays, corners. I want to know that we've got strong defenders, strong headers of the ball. And I think from what I hear, that is Ben White's Achilles heel. He's not that strong in the air. At £50 million, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Sorry. Alex, I think Lokonga will come as he really wants to come to Arsenal. Meanwhile, Arsenal take forever to sell Xhaka and Guendouzi. I just don't understand that. Really, I don't understand it. But there's a lot of players who want to come to Arsenal. Static. A lot of players want to come to Arsenal. It doesn't mean that they will make it. But Lokonga, I guess, is just another one on the list who wants to come. And Camavinga, not so. Eduardo Camavinga said that he wants to play with PSG. He doesn't want to come to Arsenal. Was he going to come to Arsenal anyway? I don't think so. Hey, did anyone mention that Antonio Conte needs work? I think you've mentioned it on numerous occasions. You have mentioned it a few times. Oh, dearie me. There's 80 goodness. Thank you for your time and interaction on this wonderful channel of ours. Oh, dearie me. Alex, a nice message from James. Oh, he's just sent me an additional message. So let me go through a few more. Then we'll listen to his other voice message. Daniel van der Donk, she left to go to Lyon. That was the other thing as well. I did a player profile on her almost this time last year. And, I got like what is it? Is it a like? Or anyway, she saw the video, and because I posted it on Twitter, and although she didn't mention or send me a message, I got like was it a heart? I can't remember what it is. It's not a like anyway. But she has now gone to Lyon, man. I'm devastated. She was a really good player for Arsenal. Yes, she was. Whoops. What am I doing? There's just been so many guys. Thank you for this one. Where are we? We're here. Monty says, Colin, I don't think Conte would want to work under the Cronkies. And the funny thing is, Monty and Colin, I don't think the Cronkies would want Conte. They want an easy life, don't they? I tell you what, Antonio Conte wouldn't give them an easy life, man. Would not give them an easy life. If we want to make an impact on the league against the big spenders, why can't we buy a lot of Patson, Daka, Enoch, Mopus in large numbers, depth of a lot of talented young players in what we need, not £50 million. But I think possible. I think the comment that I understand what we're trying to say is that why we're spending £50 million on one particular player when we already have defenders. We've got defenders who are already out. We don't need to spend £50 million. I think that's the idea. But dear. Yep. How to the goodness is Ashley T. Ashley T. Has anyone seen this? Danielle Malin, who plays for the Dutch national team, that played for the Arsenal youngsters and was allowed to leave like Gnabry. Look at them now. I haven't seen that actually. P-A-P-P, Pop! Get over the fact that he is worth a 15 million. We're getting a great young player. Yeah, Pat, but we've got defenders. How many more defenders do we want? How many more defenders do we need? So let me quickly stop there and just let me listen to the other message that James Rowe has sent.
No problem at all, Alex. No problem at all. I just left a message on the Academy for the group chat. Honestly, what happens to Daniel Ballard now? What happens to Daniel Ballard? I'm not that old, but I remember when a successful loan spell would be the final piece of the jigsaw for you debuting for the first team. Daniel Ballard went on loan to Blackpool, helped to get them promoted, played a massive part, and also his experience at Swindon also held him in good stead. And what is his reward? Arsenal go and sign a player for £50 million. We've really got to start to question the youth academy. We really have. I personally think that you see with the player development of the women, I personally think that it will move on to the men's and we'll end up like Brentford, where we won't have a youth academy. But a massive, massive shame. I feel for Daniel Ballard because he can't have done any more. I mean, when he was on loan at Swindon, he did very well, you know, and had a knee injury and had to return. But I look forward to elaborating more on cannon fodder. But you can just sum it up nice and neatly by saying to Monty that I'm not happy. But you can also play him this message if you like. And next time I'm on cannon fodder, I will elaborate. But obviously with the Euros, it's chock-a-block off away. I spoke to Ramon Vega of Spurs in Switzerland, but also of Cagliari.
All right, so that's the second part. He's actually just said again, reiterating that again, £50 million. What happens to Daniel Ballard? What happens? He helped Blackpool, be promoted. One more second, James. Thank you for that message. I've actually just broadcasted the first part live now. We're going live on Cannon Fodder TV. But thank you for that. Again, the guys would like to hear your opinion, so we'll get you back. But like you rightly say, with the Euros, the transfer news, I mean, I've had to cut down. There's no easy talk. We're taking a little break from that. And of course, taking a break from doing the Monday Even show with both yourself and Terry as well. But thank you for that, James. And I've just relayed the audio live on Cannon Fodder TV. Take care, and we'll speak very, very soon. So, so you just heard there. Yeah, so there. £50 million. We've got players. We've got defenders. I understand, I respect your opinion, but we've got players. We've got defenders already. Bursting to come and play in the senior squads. We've got defenders. Anyway. Trending Leo, good morning to you. It's been a long while. Why would Arsenal be signing defenders and not fixing our midfield? The thing is, Trending Leo, is that I kind of made the equation that imagine you've got a child, a problem child, but you don't have only one problem child. You've got like 4 or 5 problem children in your family. And that is what Arsenal is like. They've got some certain problems in the strike department, because I never thought that Arsenal would struggle to score goals last season. There's problems in the midfield. I mean, some teams it's like a butter, that's what a butter, a knife through butter. Just walking through the midfield, running through the midfield there's no challenges there. And then you look at the defense. The defense is not so much of a problem because we've got a plethora of defenders. My only problem is a backup left back for Kieran Tierney. $50 million, Ben? No! Ha! Celebrate 6'7". Arteta doesn't like that tall of a player. They'll go and get Jenkinson. Connor, you make me laugh, man. Hank Striker, Paul, I've done a video. I've already done a video on him. Yes, he has also said that he would love to come and play for Arsenal. So there's a lot of players who want to come and play for Arsenal. But yeah, I've done a video which will be coming out today, I believe. Paul Chua. Good matters. Hey, Alex, and good family. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. Hope all is good. Yeah, everything's fine, man. I hope everything's fine with you. I haven't been able to check out your channel, but no doubt you're doing wonders on there. I'm doing some ladies chatter tonight on my show with a few ladies, including Van der Donk, leaving. Yeah, leaving. She's left. She's left the building. She's signed up for Leon. Oh boy, there's looking even wetter and wetter after the Viking statement he made yesterday. I spoke about him. I spoke about him yesterday. I did. And Manchester City are close to signing a Jack Grealish for around 100. You want to win things? Go to Man City. Oh dear. Okay, remember last season we had Luis, Marty, and Gabriel out at the same time last season. That's why Holding finally got time to impress. Yeah, he did. I do like him, but do you know what I got the feeling? When he came the first season, remember he had Mertesacker? I think it was Mertesacker's last season, but you had Mertesacker as the main linchpin in the defence. Cajoling and communicating and telling the defence where they should be. So that was to Holding's advantage. But there's not been anyone like that. Now, a lot of you might say, oh, but David Luiz talk the talk, walk the walk. So many mistakes in the first season. How many red cards? No. But Rob Holding, I just feel like I don't think he's actually improved that much. If anything, I think he's just stagnated. But there's not been a real, I don't want to say Tony Adams, because Tony Adams is just Tony Adams. But a serious defender, hard as nails, hard as knuckles, can say, I'm the linchpin in the defense. The goalkeeper's a goalkeeper. I'm the main linchpin. I communicate with all the defenders. I control and communicate with the defenders. We've not had that. We haven't had that for the longest time. But with Rob Holding, if he does get sold, again, I wish him all the best. But when you look at Arsenal spending £50 million, what happens to all the other players that have been come through the academy? Under 17s, under 19s, under 23s, their opportunity automatically diminishes once we spend £50 million on one player. Not two players, one player. And like I said, Ben White is not the tallest of CBs. And that is his Achilles heels. So you know what? Yeah, another team will think, oh, you know what? We just got to lob the ball in there because Leno doesn't like the ball high. That is also his Achilles heel. Ben White, he can't defend if the ball's high. If the ball's on the ground, he's got to intercept him. I mean, his ratio of interceptions is really, really good, but he's not great in the air. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, go back in the live chat before. Yes, he may be worth 50 million, but is our club in a position to sign a defender for 50 million pounds whilst we have defenders? DMF, box to box is a priority. Too prolific. See, Prosper is just kind of reading it out for there. See? The defense is not a major problem. 50, I mean, where is he going to play? Is he going to play at the right back and the CB? Because if it is a CB, we've got William Saliba, we've got Gabriel, we've got Holding. Alex, yes, you are right. A lot of players want to come to Arsenal, but as usual, Arsenal do nothing until the last 2 weeks of the transfer window. Last 2 weeks, they'll probably do something in the last 2 hours of the last day of the transfer window. Last 2 weeks? Nah, that's too much of a window opportunity for Arsenal, man. No, let's narrow it a bit. Yeah, maybe the last day, maybe the last 2 hours, the last day of the transfer window. That's Arsenal style, man. Can't get the job done early. Just listen, sit now, Laurels, sit back and relax. And nah, that's the Arsenal way, man. Last 2 weeks. That's wonderful. Missing out on Grealish, even though it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. Mr. Grealish, yeah. Ron Miles is back in the house. Says hello, hello to you, my friend. I hope you are well. To make money, you have to spend money. Yes. Doesn't work in this context. Doesn't work in this context. Hasn't worked for the last 10, 15 years in this context. A footballing context for Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal is supposed to be a self-sustaining model. So whatever we have, you've got to sell to make money. There's not the other way around where you've got the money and you're buying something to bring to the club. Self-sustaining means you sell what you have, bring the money in, and then the money you have, then you buy something. People are talking about Joe Willock is worth roughly about £30 million. £30 million. He's ours. We don't have to spend no money on Joe Willock. So in this context, it does not work. Self-sustaining model. You got to spend money to make money. You got to have something first. You have to have something first. Anyway, I think I know what you mean. Alex said the last 2 hours, of course. So yeah, man. Yeah, 2 weeks. Arsenal on vacation, man, and until the last 2 hours, the last day of transfer window, last 2 hours, man. And even then, I think it's probably a bit too wide for Arsenal. Maybe the last hour, rush. Oh, let's see if we can get like a cheap deal to be done in the last hour. Dearie me. Also, vlogs, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Stan says 12 likes and smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. Only if you likes what you hear and what you see. Thank you. Obviously, that's not been working for Arsenal the last 15 years. We need to change. Yeah, we need to change something. We need to change the owner. We need to change the owner. That's what we need to do. Let's change the owner, and then we might get something done. And apart from that, we need to change the culture. Yeah, the culture at Arsenal is not good. We need a severe culture change. How we scout players. Actually, we need scouts because we don't have any scouts. It's pure agent network. This agent knows that agent who knows this agent who has this player on his books. It's not, scouts on the ground thinking, oh, I'll look at this player. He's age 5 years of age. He could be the next best thing. There are no scouts on the ground. There's no ground troops. It's just pure agent network. So Arsenal needs a severe change in culture, how we go about business. Getting the right people who know how to do business. Scout. People who know how to scout. Let's get back to basics. But you're right, we need a change. The change has to start at the top. Yeah, what you see at the top is indicative of what you see at the bottom. The owner doesn't care. And so what does that mean for the workers and the players? They don't care either. So until that changes at the top, the bottom is going to remain the same. Also, getting Ben White for 50 minutes is too pricey, to be honest. Look, it will be a decent sign, but I think Ben White 50 seriously, we should have used Saliba, yeah, and we should invest in Basuma. See, there are no doubt there are underlying chronic problems in the midfield. So surely, I think it was Trent Leo who said, why aren't Arsenal looking to sign someone first in the midfield, get the deal done. The player possibly is not playing in the Euros. They could be training with the other players. They could be training with the midfielders. But no, we want to sign a player who's at the Euros, not sure how far England are going to get. So, I mean, all those things, who's thinking about that? The logistics. Sign players early doors, get them through the doors. If you're a progressive club, not like Arsenal are not a progressive club. Look at Leicester, look at Liverpool, look at Man City. They get the deals done early doors. So from a logistics point of view, sign a player. You identify the player. They've probably been on the books, I don't know, for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Now's the time to sign the player. Get him in early doors. Get them trained together before the pre-season. But no, Arsenal, again, they do things the other way around. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense at all. Darryl Taylor says, good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. I hope you are well. But realistically, do you think we will change the ownership? Pap, no one can remain at the club forever. Even the supporters. I'm going to have my time, yeah, when we're no longer here. So no one can remain at the club forever, much less the owners. Owners maybe on average, maybe 15, 20 years. So at some point, the owners too will go. They will leave the club. Now, whether it's going to be because of their own, fruition, they'll probably think, actually, you know what? We've sucked the life out of Arsenal enough. It's time for us to move on to our next victim. Or it could be someone proactively going out and challenging and offering the current owners a bucket load of money. There could be different scenarios, but it will happen. It will happen. The Kroenkes will not be here forever, because forever is a long time. So I go back to the protests. The numbers of the protesters was laughable. So if I find it a joke, imagine what the Kroenkes are thinking. If they're even thinking about the protest. Protest? What protest? What I saw on the screen, it was like a Sunday stroll. I have more people in my family than the people who turned up in the last protest. Kroenke must be thinking. But you have to add some pressure. You have to add something to the movement. And so, like I always say, people must be sick and tired of me saying this. It's not what we want. We want him out. It's not about need him out. What we have is what we deserve. We deserve this owner because we've not put enough pressure. We don't put pressure on the sponsors. We don't put pressure, the protests, the merchandise, the tickets, all those things that add to the sum total of Kroenkes being here. Because if Arsenal were not a money-making entity, they would not be here. We're forever feeding the monster. It's not about what we need and what we want. This is what we deserve. We deserve this. All right, so let's sign Ben White. A quality upgrade. Louise was a temp. He was a temp. We should invest in Basuma and attacking midfielder. How do we get Arsenal back into a top 4 team? By blood, sweat, and tears. Oops. I missed something. Buying for the sake of hype doesn't work in football. But buying wisely. And we haven't been wise in the transfer market, have we? We haven't been wise for the longest time. Oops. What have I done here? I've missed somebody out. Oh yeah, sorry. That's everything is done backwards at Arsenal. We never learn. We never learn the lesson. We never learn the lesson. Like I said, it's like, you're making a cake. You're hoping the taste is going to be different, but you keep using the same ingredients. How is the cake going to taste different if you keep using the same ingredients? You've surely got to change the ingredients to get a different taste from the cake. Arsenal never learned the lesson. Never learned the lesson. Basuma should be a main priority. I do think Arsenal should go for Max Aaron's Basuma. Well, Arsenal Vlogs, Luca, I said maybe 2 seasons ago that Arsenal should have gone for a Max Aaron's, but Cedric Suarez played less than 5 games. Boom, we gave him a 4-year deal, just like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Cedric Suarez because, first and foremost, he knows how to do the throw-in. Ha ha! He knows how to do the throw-in, unlike Bellerin or foul throw. And the other thing that Bellerin is not, which Cedric is 2-footed. So he can play on the left back, and he also play at the right back. Maybe, I think he could probably play, maybe, in another position. Bellerin is not both-footed. He's not both-footed. So I like Cedric. But to give the guy an instant 4-year deal just like that, less than 4 games in, again, we never learn the lesson. The logistics, think about what you're doing. What's the thought process? Who's doing the thinking? And who's doing the checks and balances, saying, actually, you know what? You're asking me to write the check to buy this player. Why do we need this player? What about all the other players in the under 23s? Do we not have a player that can actually come up, that we can promote in the first team to do the job that you're asking this player to be signed the check for? Do you understand what I mean? The thought process, I'm thinking, look at the stock we have now. I joked with my brother the other day. I said, Ralph, in actual fact, if I was a billionaire owner, I would not give this club any money until they can take stock and show me what we have, what are they trying to do, and what is the plan for the future. Then I might invest some money. That's me. Yeah, let's do an itinerary. What players do you have now? In what positions? How much are they worth? Who do we need to get rid of? How much money can we get back? What is your plan? How much money do you need to reach that goal there? I think until then, you're not having my money. I'm sorry, guys. No. Show me what is your plan. And then your sugar daddy might give you some money. But until then, it's just a merry-go-round. Arsenal never learned the lesson. Now, there's no doubt he might be a good upgrade, old Ben White. But I'm thinking, if you go back along the season and you would see, we know Mikel Arteta, he himself made so many mistakes and errors. Whether he learns for the new season, your guess is as good as mine. But the midfield has had chronic problems. Chronic problems. The defence, there's already an answer there. The answers already lie within the group of defenders we have there. We don't need to upgrade the defence. We don't need to. If anything, possibly a backup left back. But I'm thinking chronic problems in the midfield. Where are the goals coming from in the midfield? We need more of the guys to step up in the midfield. A central attacking midfielder. Yes, so Partey can actually sit back and just chill. Or a defensive midfielder, so Partey can actually add something to the attack. For me, the midfield is a must. Was a must. I don't know. Arsenal never learned the lesson. Never learned the lesson. Dominic Calvert-Lewin to Arsenal did a video on him. Which players do you think we should get to back up to get Arsenal to the top? Again, Arsenal Vlogs, our starting point has to be to take stock of the players we have now. It's not been about buying players for me. It's not been about that. The squad numbers are in the 30s. The wage bill are in the millions. And this, for a club next season, is going to be out of European football. So where's the income coming from? Oh, let me think about it. The 4th kit, the 5th kit, the 6th kit, the 7th kit. That a lot of the fan base just can't help themselves. Oh, I've got to have that kit. I've got to have that lemsip colour of a kit. We never learn the lesson. But for me, it's always been about selling on Bellerin. Sell Torreira, who's suffering. His mum passed away last year. Guendouzi, where's Guendouzi? Agreed personal terms with Marseille. Haven't sold him. Granit Xhaka, where is he? in the Euros. But have we sold him? Has he signed a contract? No, he hasn't. Kolasinac, where is he? Where are these players? They're still on our books. They're still on our books. So until we can resolve those problems there, I don't want to hear nothing about players coming to Arsenal. Let's resolve the situation with the players we have now. Arsenal Vlogs. That is a must. Why? Because these players are our players. These players are our assets to sell on. So like I said, if I was a billionaire owner, I'm thinking, you're not getting my money. Until you can take stock of the players we have now. Identify, flag up the players you know you want to move on. How much money can we get for that player? Before thinking about buying another player. The defense, we've got enough defenders. We have enough defenders. The defense is not the problem. The midfield stroke the attack. That has been the problem at Arsenal. I just lost my point of reference. Sorry. Hello, Hector. So can you please update on the current transfers? I mean, in and out. Well, I've just done that. I've just said there's no outs. There's no outs. All the aforementioned players are still Arsenal players. And what we're coming to the third week. Next Monday, Monday or Tuesday, we'll make it the third week of the transfer window. And nothing has been done apart from, okay, Ben White is on the verge. But I hear that all the time. The players I research, this player's on the verge. Arsenal are linked to. Arsenal have approached. I don't believe it until I see the players holding up the jersey of Arsenal. And even now I'm quite, curious. I'm looking at, is that photoshopped? Ins and outs. It's like as you were. That player is Miguel Aziz. Say no more, Colin, man. Say no more. And the thing is, when I say that to certain people, people get upset. Oh, but, he's inexperienced. You don't know until you play the player. You've got, as my mum would say, you've got to let the runner have a chance. Let him play. Give him some minutes. Until then, you won't know. You won't know. They will. Arsenal will. They will. But it's as of when. When Arsenal will challenge. And listen, Arsenal vlogs, like I always try and give analogies, try and equalize what I'm trying to say with a story. Empires rise and empires fall. No club can remain at the top forever. Even in the time that I've been supporting Arsenal, from the mid-70s, I would say, up until now, there's been some real bad times. Real bad times. And boom, the first trophy I remember Arsenal winning was the FA Cup final, 1979, against the old enemy. Man United. 3-2. Oh, I tell you what, I almost cried, man. Even when I look at it on reruns, thinking, yeah, my hero, Liam Brady. Yeah? My hero, anyway. But the main point I'm trying to say is that our time, we've been off. We haven't won the Premier League in the longest time. But our time will come. But remember, no club can remain at the top forever. Because forever is a long time. Arsenal fans are not unified for the cause. All we do is attack each other's views while the club deteriorates before our eyes. Yeah? And then some. And then some. 2 minutes says about Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 15 minutes on the Daily Mirror. Not for me. Not for me. Pat says, I'm 100 with you. Let's go to the academy. If we can't go to the academy, then what are we doing if there's no academy? There's no future. I've said that. If you're not going to, let's just say, for example, there's like 50 youngsters in the academy. Do you think all 50 are going to make it? No. For whatever reason, on the face of the earth, the stars align or not aligning. For some players, they're not going to make it. But if you have an academy and you shut the door of opportunity to them. What is the point of having an academy? There is no point in having an academy. Just close the academy. So unless you can guarantee a doorway or a pathway to or for the youngsters, there is no point. There is really no point. Arsenal will finish the 10th next season. Arsenal should go get James Maddison and Bissouma. James Maddison will cost us £60 million. Arsenal vlogs. Bissouma, I say between 40 and 45 million pounds. So right at the back, two players over 100 million pounds. Where's that money coming from? Do we have that money? No, because we still have the players on our books. We still have players that need to be shifted out. And that's what I'm saying. You have to use what you have to create something. And what we're trying to create and generate is income, finance. But we're stuck with these assets. That's the problem we have. Let Arteta, sorry, Joseph, good morning, Joseph, says, let Arteta sell Holding and keep Saliba. We want Bissouma. We want Bissouma. For Xhaka replacement. Yeah, Xhaka, still an Arsenal player. Still an Arsenal player. As always, end up brilliant. The poor cake man. Oh dear, we need 12 to go. Yeah, man. But it's not going to happen. Colin, that's not going to happen. I want it to happen. Do you know how happy I would be? I put a run, in my garden naked. We sold 12 players. Actually, I wouldn't go naked. But 12, I would love that. Talking about ruthless. I mean, I know Conte's ruthless, but I'm not sure. Would he sell 12 players? We have only gotten 1 out of 12, Louise, and too many of you are clambering about who's coming in. My goodness. We must get rid of the deadwood. And that's what for me, Arsenal vlogs, please Arsenal. It's not going to happen. But for me, that has to be the starting point. Take stock of your itinerary. What do we have? What can we sell? What should we sell? That has to be the starting point. Not about what can we buy to add to this. What we have here, let's see what we have and get it, shift it, remove it. That has to be the starting point for Arsenal. But Arsenal doing things the wrong way around. The wrong way round. I've lost my point of reference, guys. Wonderful. See, like 60. One time watching. The players are on vacation. Yeah, man. Just like on jet skis. Thinking, I'm always going to be playing for Arsenal. It doesn't matter. Even if I'm not on the bench, they'll always pay me my wage. Because Arsenal, they are soft touch. There's no way they're ruthless. Listen, I'm on vacation. I'm on the beach. Do it in and out deals simultaneously. It may be better than first sorting out exits and then focusing on incomings. And also, Dossi, that's wonderful, but Arsenal don't have the capability or the acumen to do 2 things at once. Otherwise, 2 weeks in, we would have seen something. Guendouzi agreed personal terms with Marseille. Xhaka, international duty, wants to go to Roma. Actually, Mourinho wants him. Why can't we get those deals done? Lucas Torreira, been begging, crying to leave Atletico Madrid. Why can't we get that deal done? Kolasinac can't get a deal done. What's going on? So I understand what you're saying there. An astute business organization would be able to do 2 things at the one time. Arsenal can't do it. Arsenal can do neither one of them. That is the problem. Next Premier League will be the toughest when you are the Liverpool signings, the Mbappe's. What's Arsenal having next season? Relegation, no doubt. Well, listen, no European football, mid-table, with players on a high level of wages. And that's what really annoys me. Again, Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But I'm thinking, Arsenal, well, we're not in European football. But yet, Arsenal want to go out and buy players valued at £50 million. What level of wages will they be on? Arsenal can't afford to pay those wages because we're not in any European action. And that's just one angle looking at it. That's just one angle. I could talk about his stats, Ben White. But anyway. Arsenal needs to do a Chelsea in transfer window. I think someone said that as well, Arsenal vlogs. To be honest, I couldn't care less what's going to happen to our club until Kroenke leaves. And this is what happens. This is what happens, isn't it? We've got an owner like this who's doing this to us. Edu lacks in education and Arteta lacks in art of management. Ooh. Wow. Guy Ben White is a real quality, and quality does take money. And let's hope there are more signings soon. Torreira going to Lazio, 20 million. All paper talk. It's all paper talk. What was the link? Boca Juniors. His dad even begged Arsenal, please let my son go to his ball, the club that he supported when he was a boy, Boca Juniors, and now Lazio. Dearie me. Look here, I'm a basic and Malawian citizen, and life is tough here. But Arsenal decision making is more stressful than any other aspect of my life. Prosper, don't let them stress you out, man. Don't let them stress you out. Your well-being is more important than anything, man. And listen, don't go there, man. Don't go there. Tamina says they are selling a Rob Holding. It seems up now the Kroenkes have not released through funds. So Arteta is nothing. Clubs are busy buying players, but Arsenal are just linked to players. Yeah, just linked to every single player on the face of the earth. Any news on Onana? I think I did a video on him. I think we've given up on Andre. I've done just so many bits and pieces on so many transfer news. But go back on the platform. I think I have done a video on the update on Andre Onana. And for the academy, especially this season without European football pressure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How can you be like going to buy a player at that value? And no doubt, again, that's why there's been a hold-up, because, of course, his agent and the player would want a bucket load of money. We can't afford to pay a bucket load of money because we are a mid-table team that's not going anywhere fast. That's not in European football. So, my goodness. Alex, I have to go. I'll see you next time. Nice one, Static. Nice one. Take care, my friend. Something to like, smash the likes buttons, people. Whoops. Do you think we can move 17 players in one transfer window? No. It's not going to happen. Where? That won't happen. Where? Nah. I would be happy if we moved on at least 6 players. 6 players, I'll be happy with that. But I said in reality, it'd be lucky if we can shift on 3/4 players. But for me, I'll be happy if we got rid of 6 players. First teamers. I'm not looking. I've seen the news. We sold like an under 23 player, Mavropanos, who's out on loan. I'm looking at senior squad players in the current first team. 6 players from there. If Arsenal can get the deal done, I'll be reasonably happy. The right is that the Deadwoods are just not good enough for any ambitious club. Therefore, we need a fire sale. Yeah, man. I'll put fire on that one, man. Who betrayed Arsenal? Please tell us. Carlos says, can Arsenal make a lot of swap deals so that we can get all the players we need? Carlos, and that's what I'm saying. With any top negotiator worth their weight in salt could get it done. But we have people who are not good at negotiating. That is the problem right there. I hear about people, selling lemons, man. Yeah, man. Come on. If you can sell a lemon, you can sell anything. The people we have just don't know how to get the deals done. That's the problem. That is the problem. What 6 would that be? Bellerin, Xhaka, Controversial for you guys, but not for me. Aubameyang, Kolasinac, Guendouzi, Torreira. There's 6 already there. There's your 6. All right. Okay, guys. So just to wrap up this one, it's been a wonderful one. A wonderful one. It's been a wonderful show, morning show. I said I love doing my morning shows, man. It's limbered up for the morning show here on Canon 4 TV. One, we just to kind of cap it off. I'm going to play this video again. I'm trying to, help my brother, my nephew, promote his business, online business, gym equipment. Get back into trim. Sort yourself out. It's almost summer. Make an offer. 20% off. See you on the other side of this video. Yeah, people. So I'm looking for someone to make, or actually a few people, minimum 5 people to make an offer. Yeah, I'll make an offer. Yeah, put in an order. 20% off gym equipment. Yeah, get yourself back into trim, man. It's summertime. What's wrong with you people? Go if I can run through these very, very quickly. Mike says, yeah, man, you can sell a lemon. You can sell anything, man. These guys can't sell a lemon. They can't even sell like a chip. Sort yourselves out, man. God, yeah. This is one of other things here from Prosper. These Wood Demoras are young lads. They get lots of money. Are always in the first team. They blunder a lot, yet the young lads always deliver. And I think I spoke about this the other day. Actually, that what must Emma Smith Rowe and Saka be thinking? We come here, game in, game out. We give 110%. We've got Arsenal out of sticky situations. And yet the other players, when I look at these other players, these experienced players, they're just lounging, just strolling. And that's the problem. Players look to the senior players to be role models, to mentor them and motivate them. But as a youngster, you think, what? If I sell them, sell the senior squad players. I'm thinking to myself, nah, you're not at my level, man. You're not at my level. I'm the one taking the lead. Challenge me with something. Challenge me with something. Demoralizing for the likes of Emerson Rowe and Bukayo Saka and Martinelli as well. Demoralizing. Oh, my days. Monty, I'm out of here, man. I am out, Monty. God dear. Listen, Monty says, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. And just one more. Pap says, I'm with you on all, including Laka. I tell you what, man, the situation we are in now calls for ruthlessness. Doesn't call for people trying to be nice. Say, you know what? I'll give these players another season. No. Got to be ruthless. Got to get them out. By hook or by crook, get them out. All right, Monty, I'm out, man. I'm out. I will be back on Sunday morning giving you, the Sunday morning catch up not ketchup, ketchup the sauce, but I ordered my pepper sauce on the Sunday morning catch up with my brother, Raz, on Sunday. Yeah, I think it's like a 10 a.m. kickoff time for that. But make sure you join me for that. Tomorrow, I will not be going live. I'm going to have a little break with myself and my wife. We're going somewhere. I'm not sure where, but we need to get away. We've got to get away from London. Is it for maybe a couple of days anyway. So don't look for me. Don't look for me. Don't cry for me on Saturday morning. However, there will be some pre-recorded, interesting transfer news about players linked to Arsenal. Again, very, very interesting stuff. Again, I don't want to bore you. The videos are not more than, I think, 2 minutes long, just within your attention span. Yeah, 2 minutes. So look out for that. Again, guys, thank you for joining me on this morning show. Wonderful stuff. The cake, man. The cake. The cake needs to change the ingredients. Change the ingredients, man. The cake is still disgusting. It's horrible. Guys, if you tune in for the first time, make sure it's not the last time. And you're thinking, oh, what is this Cannon Fodder? Subscribe. You've got to subscribe. Be part of the community here. Yeah, help us grow. We're making our way. Our next landmark is 15,000 subscribers. I'm not really one for numbers, but I thought, hell, my nephew's giving me a challenge. There's going to be like an ex-Arsenal player come on the channel when we reach 20,000. Who's the ex-Arsenal player? I have no idea. So help us, help us grow it in the right direction. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. And if you've been wondering who or what you've been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.